Hi everybody! Let's explore open sources information about possible new targets for Magyar birds and Flamingo missiles. The Russian gold. The Russian gold reserves. The Central Depository of Russia's central bank holds 2/3 of the country's gold and foreign exchange reserves and is located at the central bank of the Russia's headquarters in downtown Moscow at Naglinaya Street 12 or in Ulica Pravdy. This central depository spans 17,000 square meters and houses a massive portion of the state's physical foreign exchange reserves and domestic gold holdings within 1,500 square meters inside the premises. A standard gold bar weighs between 10 kilograms and 14 kilograms, and small bars weigh between 100 grams and 1 kilogram. The majority of Russia's gold reserves is stored in standard bars. The gold bars are kept in plastic and wooden cases. No security breaches have ever been registered at this depository. The rest of the gold are allegedly stored in St. Petersburg at 68 Fontanka River embankment. Russia's gold reserves are between 71 and 76 million troy ounces, or between 2,100 and 2,300 tons. Central Bank of Russia constantly buy and sell gold and make profit from the gold trade. The Russian Federation holds the world's 5th or 6th largest monetary gold reserves. A key feature of the Russian gold market is that the large Russian commercial banks intermediate between the Central Bank of Russia and gold mining companies inside the country. These banks include VTB Bank, Sberbank, and Gazprom. Banks provide advance payments, development credits, and loans to gold producers and supports production and mining. The miners then repay the bank with the gold they mine. After the gold is sent for refining to the Russian gold refineries, the large commercial banks sell the refined gold in form of bars to the central bank, which store that gold in the banks of Russia's vaults in Moscow and St. Petersburg. The Central Bank of Russia's strategy after 2008 invasion on Georgia is to form reserve assets from gold, because reserve assets in gold are free from legal and political risks. According to the Russian Finance Ministry, the Russian economy produces about 250 tons of gold annually from mined gold output, and another 55 tons are sourced from gold scrap production, for a total of 300 tons of gold annually. In 2022, Russia was the second largest producer of gold in the world, tied with Australia at 320 tons mined annually, or 10.3% of the world's production. They ranked just behind China with 330 tons, or 10.6% of global share. The largest gold companies in Russia are Polius, the world's largest producers, followed by Polymetal International, and then Kinross Gold, Petropavlovsk, Nord Gold, Uzural Zloto, and others. To get an idea of orders of magnitude, Polius reported an operating profit of $1.58 billion in just the first half of 2024. It seems that all the gold purchases by Central Bank of Russia comes from domestic sources, and for that reason, assumption is that this demand has no effect on global gold prices. But if Central Bank of Russia starts selling their gold reserves, assumption is that they can sell only limited quantities in domestic markets to the Russian people and companies and commercial banks, and then they must sell it to the other central banks in the world. And that will certainly lead to the falling international prices of gold if done in big quantities, or even in little quantities if the international gold markets finds out that Russia is forced to sell